Welcome to Knicks in 6. Monica McNutt here with the pleasure and privilege of hanging out next to the one and only Alan Hahn. I call him Hahn. Hahn, what's up, dude?
What's up?
We've got 6 minutes. It's a challenge for you, my friend, to discuss some things we love about this current Knicks squad. We're starting off with 5 things that we love about IQ. You can go first, my friend.
Oh, man, the floater like Mark Jackson. I know they called it the teardrop when Mark Jackson was doing it back in the day, but still, that shot, it's a trademark for him, and it's working for him, and it's something everybody around the league is noticing. So I go with the floater.
My first one, because you know me, all I did was hang out behind the arc back in my playing days, is his ability to knock down the three-point ball.
Mm-hmm.
I think that part of his game we knew about, but maybe not so much as a point guard, which has been very, very effective as he's made this next step into the NBA. So I'm going in my power ranking, his ability to knock down the three ball.
All right, I'm going to jump off that assist, and I'm going to say confidence like John Starks. You notice the trend I got going on here right now?
Look at you.
He can go 7 for 12. He can go 1 for 12. Yeah, he's still putting them up. He doesn't care. He's got that irrational confidence, and we dig that about him, baby. Let's just hope in a Game 7, he makes more than he misses.
I'm going to steal your first in your power ranking, and now I'm going to go to the floater, because the floater is, I love the floater. I could never do a floater. I admire guards that can work the floater, because not only do you have to respect his ability to knock down that shot, also his ability to make a pass once he gets into the paint.
All right, my next one, I'll bring another former Knick into it. He's cool like Clyde Frazier. This is a guy that never gets rattled. This cat is never rattled. How about when he dapped up Lou Williams during the game? You're my favorite player. And then he goes and drops 25 while Lou Williams is sitting on the bench. How cool do you have to be as a rookie to come in the league and do stuff like that and play the way he has played, a 25th pick? And he's like, I play like a lottery pick, though. I'll put myself in the conversation for Rookie of the Year. So I think he's got that cool confidence that we remember from Walt Frazier.
See, and you're so cool and confident that you would label it that way. I'm going back to our first interview with him on MSG. It was AM at the time when IQ came and hung out with Kaz and I loved his quiet confidence. I mean, he had a conversation with us that was super humble. We had just talked to Fran Fraschilla that week about him moving to the 1 spot versus being the 2 spot. And he said to us, I want to come in and do whatever it is my team needs me to do. And he has done that in spades. But he's kind of he's super laid back. Like, he's not going to talk it up. He just want to show you.
Let me move on to the next one. My fourth one, if I may quote, makes him jump like Rod Strickland. He draws fouls. He's got this 4 4-point plays now on the season already for him? Is it 5? I've lost count. There's so many. 35 fouls he draws. An average of 6.2 free throw attempts per 36. Throwing stats at you, Monica.
Ooh, look at that.
He gets defenders into flinch mode. You don't know what he's going to do. And that's what Rod Strickland did back in the day as well.
All right, I'm going to his respect for the game. You mentioned the Lou Williams play under your cool confidence, but I also think about, when he talked about playing against John Wall, who's someone he's known since his Kentucky days. Lou Williams is a great example. To me, yes, you can have this irrational confidence and belief in yourself, but I do think that it takes a respect for the game in terms of the guys that have done it well, they come before you, respect for pouring your time in for the craft. Everything we're seeing now is years and years of respect and diligence on IQ's part to get to this point. So I love the respect that he brings to the game.
And thank his mama for that, because she's the one that taught him that, and she made sure he's hitting those free throws as well, which he's doing at a very high rate. My last one is my favorite one about him, and it's kind of dumb, but you gotta understand where I'm coming from. He's got braids that fly like Latrell Sprewell. I love that. Anything that's dramatic, nothing's more dramatic than seeing Latrell Sprewell fly down the court with the braids flying for a vicious dunk. I love that when he was a Knick. Something special about it. Now, I get it. Quickley's doing a little different. It kind of goes all around. If I could grow it out, I would do it. But when he's slashing the paint, it's like live wires just ripped out of a socket. It's like high voltage, danger, stay away. Like, you don't want to catch one in the eye. So there's something when he's in the paint. It's just whipping around. It's dramatic, and it's fun to watch.
I didn't hear anything after you said, if I could do it, I would grow my hair out like that. So just...
You don't think it would work? It wouldn't be a good look for me.
Little white chocolate-esque. No. I'm not sure on that one. All right, 5, I'm going back to the basketball court. One thing I hate at any level of basketball is missed free throws, missed opportunities, and you mentioned it. I think IQ makes the most out of every opportunity, and that includes going to the free throw line and making teams pay for playing him poorly. The physicality, we would look at him on and think, okay, he's got to bulk up a little bit for the NBA game, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he does not. I mean, maybe he will over the course, but it is not an imminent thing that we need to see him do. He's done a great job of handling pressure. He's learning from and playing alongside Elfrid Payton. His decision-making has been solid. Of course, there are bumps in the road for a rookie, but getting to the free throw line, finishing at the free throw line, cool, calm, and collected, I just respect it. So those are my top 5. All right, now we got to turn the page to the All-Star. Our producer, Skylar, actually gave me this great note. The one and only Julius Randle has been, over his last 9 games, he's averaging 27, 11, and 5 with a 50-50-80 split. The Knicks are 7-2 in those games. So before we even get to the numbers, Hahn, the thing for me has been his leadership and how he's made the jump from last year, where literally after 3 dribbles, it was like, oh my God, please wait, get the ball, to being so efficient. Right, don't spin.
The efficiency is great. I love, though, just stats, simple stats. He walks into the gym with 20, 10, and 5 in his pocket. 20, 10, and 5 in his pocket. There's only 4 players in the league that do that this season. He's one of them, and that's special, right? That part right there, that's special when you get a guy that's giving you that kind of production. But when you think about who does he remind you of, because we love doing that, right, Monica? All right, so now we have a player who's an all-star. Well, what does he look like? What does he remind you of? I know he wears number 30, but I'm doing it anyway. Bernard King. And here's why. I had a conversation with Bernard King a bunch of years ago, and he was telling me, you talk about somebody that thought the game, that was a thinker. Bernard King's a thinker. He's like, they both work in the same kind of office, right? Mid-post, off to the side of the lane. That's where they get their work done. And Bernard would practice. He had a grid of 9 spots, and he would practice a shot from all 9 spots before every game, because he said, I was getting to my spots. I knew I could get to these spots to get my shot. Well, guess what Randle said? Julius said this after the win in Detroit. He said, I knew I could get to my spots. See, that's a very similar kind of thing. So while Bernard was a lot faster, maybe a little more explosive than Julius, they both use a lot of power in their game. They both are really good in the mid-range. And I really feel like there's a pretty good comp there.
As far as Knicks and 6 goes, you and I failed, partner, but we got to wrap this thing up. We hope everybody enjoyed. That's Alan Hahn. I'm Monica McNutt. Thanks for kicking it with us.